What is up guys, that Geeky guy here. Welcome to another video, and in this one I'll be talking about the one-hit KO Viserai Blitz deck. So right here I have the build. Don't worry about the link, I'll be leaving the link down in the description so you guys can check it out on fabtb.net. Right, so here we have a build. Now let's walk through. The only attack action you'll be needing in this deck is 2 copies of 9 Blade of the Blood Oath. So this is going to be your one-hit KO kind of attack action card. So mostly the whole game you're gonna basically try to create rune chant and survive, and once you have enough rune chant you're gonna launch your attack and you're gonna overwhelm your opponent and hopefully they break. So that's why it's called one-hit KO. So you only need 9 Blade of the Blood Oath, dealing 9 damage basically, and it will cost less for each rune chant. So most likely it will be costing 0 since you have so many rune chants, and if you have to pay for the cost then you are playing this deck wrong. So remember, create as much as rune chant you can and you're gonna launch the attack. Right, so let's take a look at the non-attack action, which is the significant bulk of this deck. So we have 2 copies of Become the Arc Knight just for the pitch. Just for the blue pitch, so you get to pitch this card, pay for cost of certain stuff you'll be looking out down below. You can also use it to discard your bunch of your non-attack action and turn it into a 9th Blade if you need to go down their route. And then we have Enchanting Melody. Right, so this will use to block 4 damage from your opponent, so it's kinda act like an extra damage blocker for your enemy. So just to prevent your life going down too low, and also it stays in the arena as long as you play non-attack action, and this is not an issue as you can see with the build of this deck. Now 1 copy of Lead the Charge. So by playing this you'll be able to play 2 non-attack action cards, because most of the non-attack action you'll be seeing here does not have go again, such as Read the Runes. So you're gonna play Lead the Charge, Read the Runes, and then some other stuff. So by also playing Lead the Charge and then playing a Rune Blade card, you get to activate Viserai's ability and create another rune chant. So it kind of plays off the combo to actually create multiple rune chants. Then we have Moderate Tide. You get to create multiple one extra rune chant at least for every rune chant you create. Oath of the Arc Knight, once again, mostly you're gonna use it to create a rune chant token, or if you want to use it at the last moment before launching your 9th Blade, you can do that, so you get 1 extra damage. But the blue one here is just for the utility of being able to pitch it. So remember, once you pitch the card, it goes to the bottom of the deck, so you may use it at the end. You may use it at the end of the game to close out the game. So that's the reason the blue one is chosen. And then we are looking at Read the Runes. We have 2 variants here. We have the red and also the yellow. So the red one, it creates 3. The yellow one, it creates 2. Self-explanatory. We don't need the blue one. 2 little rune chant. So we have Rune Blood Barrier here. It creates up to 4 rune chant tokens, which is great value. But you would want to defend well from preventing your tokens from, your rune chant tokens from getting destroyed, because once this is up, the opponent, every time they launch their attack, and for each damage instance, you're gonna lose 1 rune chant token. So once you have created 4 rune chant token, get ready to defend your rune chant tokens. And then we have Suncase just for the gain 3 life thing we have going here, just to keep us alive. And then we have 2 more Fandal. Pretty self-explanatory. We get to draw 2 cards, and also if you were to play it from the arsenal, you gain 1 life for each card in your hand. So you might want to put it in the arsenal before playing it, just for the life gain. And then Whisper of the Oracle. You get to opt 4 and go again. Once again, this is a non-attack action card. It has go again, so you play this. Play any of the Rune Blade cards, you gain 1 extra token using Viserai's ability. Also, this blocks for 3, so that's decent. You get to opt 4. So just as a setup for your next hand. Now we have 14 defense reactions, so the reason is we want to keep ourselves alive while we generate a bunch of rune chant tokens. We have Foreseen, we have Reduced to Rune Chant, we have 6 copies here, all the blues, all the reds, all the yellows, because it's just that good. It helps you to create an additional rune chant token. And then we have Sink Below, the blue one, just for pitching, and of course for defending, and also the red one. And finally we have Springboard Somersault for extra defense reaction. Now if you take a look at here, we have Remembrance, 2 copies of that. Just in case the game goes on too long and you start to lose the important attack action, you want to create more Rune Chant tokens, you can use Remembrance to actually bring back Rune Blood Barrier, or maybe read the runes. So depending, you might want to have the Moderate tied in, maybe even become the Arknight. Sigil of Solace, self-explanatory, you get to heal your life back by 3. Now let's take a look at the equipments. So the first things first, you're going to notice the blade we are using here is the Reaping Blade. So we don't want our enemies to heal up, so we want to use Reaping Blade just to keep their health at bay. So we don't want them to go over 20, maybe 23 or 26, such as those cheeky Iras like to play sigils, so you want to block them. And we have Arcanite Skullcap, extra defense, Bloodshed Skeletor. You can destroy this just to pay for some of the cost. Let's say you have a bunch of rune chant tokens. You can break this and play the Rune Blood Barrier for free. So that's one of the utility you can do there. Grasp of the Arknight, self-explanatory. You can play this to create the first Rune Chant token. So by creating the first Rune Chant token, you can play Reduce the Rune Chant to free. If you notice, it costs less for each Rune Chant you control, and it costs 1. And then Hardened Cross Trap, you can ignore this, we won't be needing this, it's just here for the filler. You can actually remove this and just add maybe another copy of, no, you can't add another copy, you have to maintain the 20 cards here. It's up to you, can remove this if you don't need it, but it's just there. If this is not supposed to be here, once again, this is a filler card. And then we have Mage Master Boots. We can destroy this and let our Read the Runes to have go again. So that's useful. Maybe even our Rune Blood Barrier. And some Null Rune Hood, Robe, and even Boots. Just against those pesky wizards. But most likely we're gonna lose against wizard anyway. It's just here, just in case. Against another Viserai maybe? Yep. So that's it guys, let me know what you think about this deck build. I'm gonna post the link for the deck build right in the description so you guys can check it out, and do let me know. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Do like, comment and subscribe.